Who invented the toilet? The evolution of sanitation through history. Imagine a world where going to the bathroom meant stepping outside, digging a hole, or waiting until dark. No flushing, no plumbing, no privacy. Hard to believe, but that was everyday reality for most of history. The story of the toilet is one of necessity, invention, social change, and remarkable technological evolution. Let's take a wide-angle journey from ancient civilizations to high-tech future sanitation. Humans have relieved themselves since time immemorial. Early humans likely found secluded spots in nature forests, riverbanks, sandy ground. Then, as early societies settled near water and new cleanliness, waste management became urgent. In Mesolithic villages, people dug simple latrines to keep living spaces clean. In the Indus Valley civilization, approximately 2500 BCE, modern Pakistan, India, we find the earliest known private toilets built within homes. Archaeologists uncovered brick platforms with seat holes leading to covered drain lines. Waste flowed into communal sewer systems remarkably advanced for its time. At sites like Mohenjo-Daro and Harappa, toilets were common in multi-room dwellings, suggesting sanitation was part of urban planning. In Mesopotamia and ancient Egypt, elites had limestone and terracotta seats built into palaces. Though manual waste removal was the norm, this reveals key insight. Sanitation started with privilege. Around 1700 BCE, the Minoans on Crete engineered something astonishing: a flushing toilet. This toilet used fresh water from cisterns to flush waste into the sewer, one of the earliest true flush systems. Regrettably, after the Bronze Age collapse, these technologies disappeared and were lost until concerns revived similar ideas in the 16th and 17th centuries. By the Han Dynasty, approximately 200 BCE in China, some households had wooden toilet seats paired with chamber pots. Wealthy nobles used sandboxes or even cloth for reuse. But it was in medieval Europe where sanitation collapsed. Monastic latrines, garderobes, in castles, holes in towers dropping into moats, made into streets, plagued cities with disease and stench. Sanitation remained primitive until 1596, when Sir John Harington, godson of Queen Elizabeth I, built one of the first documented flushing systems. He put it in his household and installed an experimental privy for the Queen, though crude a cistern, valve cistern, and water trap planted a useful seed. The true breakthrough arrived 2 centuries later. In 1775, Scottish watchmaker Alexander Cummings patented the S-trap flush toilet. This design used a curved pipe permanently holding water to block odors, a fundamental breakthrough we still use. Soon Cummings' patent prompted others to improve flush toilets and sanitary drainage. The Victorian era embraced toilets strongly. Thomas Crupper, no forever joke, didn't invent the toilet, but he significantly improved flush mechanisms, popularized them in England, and helped normalize indoor plumbing. He founded a company building high-quality ballcock valves, S-traps, and porcelain fixtures. Simultaneously, London's sanitation crisis, sewage in Thames, prompted financial investment in municipal piping and sewer systems. Public health reforms like Joseph Bazalgette sewer network in the 1850s laid infrastructure that made toilets practical for mass households. Coupled with improvements in cast iron pipelines, porcelain manufacturing, and water purification, toilets moved from novelty to necessity. In the mid-1800s, switched water closets, porcelain pedestal toilets, and seat-mounted flush systems spread across Europe and North America. In the U.S., cities like New York and Chicago began building waterworks pipelines and waste treatment plants. By the early 1900s, indoor bathrooms became symbols of modern homes. Internationally, sanitation evolved differently. In Japan, public bathing and hygiene traditions coexisted with squatting toilets. While flush toilets arrived later, they gradually integrated with cultural norms. In parts of Africa, Asia, and Latin America, outdoor latrines, pit toilets, and communal facilities persisted, reflecting water availability, cultural practices, and local engineering. Public restrooms for railways, schools, and government buildings standardized porcelain Western-style stalls with flush capabilities. The 20th century introduced major sanitation leaps. Dual flush toilets emerged to conserve water. Low-flow designs reduce consumption while maintaining function. Bidets, especially in Europe, Latin America, and parts of Asia, provided water-based cleansing alternatives. Hospitals and airports standardized sanitation facilities for accessibility and hygiene. Japan pioneered the smart toilet heated seats, built-in water jets, dryers, automatic lids, and even music. These toilets are now cultural icons, representing sanitation as a luxury experience rather than a chore. Advanced cities installed greywater reuse and eco-toilets to reduce environmental impact. In water-scarce regions, composting toilets and dry separation systems provide sanitation without pollution. That modern design adapts to climate and infrastructure. Meanwhile, sanitation access remains unequal. According to global estimates, billions still lack clean toilets, leading to disease, child mortality, and social stigma. Organizations like the WHO and UNICEF promote improved sanitation infrastructure as critical public health goals. Epilogue. The circle of innovation. So who invented the toilet? There was no single inventor. The history of toilets is a layered timeline. Early tribal latrines evolving into palace plumbing in the Indus Valley, pioneering Minoan flush systems, medieval garden rooms, Ottoman bathhouses, and Renaissance attempts at flushing devices. Cummings' trap innovation, Crapper's improvements in sanitation advocacy, municipal water works, infrastructure, 20th century porcelain mass production, dual flush, smart toilets, and global sanitation technology. The modern toilet is a model. It's a seat, a valve, a trap, a cistern, a flush ring, a drain, treated water, and a sewage system all working seamlessly to remove waste and ensure hygiene. It didn't happen overnight. It emerged through necessity, engineering, political will, and cultural shift. So when you flush, you aren't just disposing of waste, you're acknowledging 5,000 years of human progress. From clay bricks to high-tech ceramics, from the Bronze Age to the Space Age, the toilet is an unsung hero of civilization. Thank you for watching Flashback Facts. If you found this deep dive surprisingly enlightening, hit like, subscribe, and tell us. What should we sanitize next in history? History flushes forward one innovation at a time.